Hey, hi YouTube world. My name is Joachim and I hope these little videos on how to be blessed and stay blessed will be a blessing and an inspiration to you. My little talk today is on Proverbs 23 verse 7, which says, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." I'll repeat, "As a man thinks in his heart, so is he." Now I'd paraphrase that to say, as a man thinks in his heart, so will his circumstances turn out to be, so will his reality turn out to be. Okay, the last few years, I've been studying a book by somebody by the name Joseph Murphy. The name of the book is called The Power of the Subconscious Mind. And what he's saying in essence is that you have two parts. You have a conscious mind, which is say 2% of your reality, and a subconscious mind, which he says constitutes 98% of your mind. Now what he says is that the subconscious mind is like a vast ocean. It has creative power and it is connected to the universe and even connected to God. Like they're made up of the same matter, the same substance. So what happens is, if we can program our subconscious brain to believe those positive things, to believe those good things, then we can say, create those good things in our life. Okay, for example, just to give you a little example, let's talk about exercise. Okay, now you make a decision that, hey, wait a minute, I want to go and get in shape. I want to exercise every day for the next, 6 months and kind of get the kind of body that I want to have. So you go out the first day, fine, you have the willpower. Second day is fine. Third day you get out to the gym, your willpower sort of carries you through. But come the fourth day and your subconscious brain is not used to going to the gym every day. It's like, hey, we don't do that. That's not the normal. We're not supposed to go to the gym. And what happens is your conscious brain starts agreeing with the subconscious brain, and before you know it, okay, let's do it tomorrow. Okay, let's give today a miss. The next day, tomorrow comes in, and again, the subconscious brain is not used to going out to the gym. So again, it pulls up with an excuse. See, the subconscious brain wants to stick to the norm. So the subconscious brain says that, hey, we're not going, we don't do this. We don't go to the gym. And very soon, the conscious brain agrees and says, yes, fine, we won't go to the gym, we'll try again next week. And before you know it, your whole gym resolution comes to a standstill. Okay, I had a little live experience with that. I had a set of friends, and we were all in Nepal doing some relief work, voluntary work. And we decided that we would make exercise a priority. I think the close friends of my friends would agree that each one on our team could use some gym routine on a daily and regular basis. So I suggested that, okay, I would be in charge. I would force everyone to exercise. I would have no mercy. And I would guarantee that if they stuck with me for 21 days, exercise would become part of their lives and they would stay healthy. So we started, day one was fine. Everyone was there in the gym, all four of us. Second day was fine. Third day was fine. I was there. Now everyone was there. Hey, Joachim, let's go to the gym. But somewhere around the fourth day, I think one of my friends was like, can we give it a skip today? Shall we try again tomorrow? And I was like, no, we are exercising today. We're not going to miss a single day. And my dear friend dragged himself from the bed, got into the gym and exercised. So we continued the fifth and the sixth and the seventh day. I think once 1 week, we were through 1 week, second week seemed a bit easier. By the end of the third week, our stay in Nepal was over. We had exercised consistently for 3 weeks. Exercise now became a habit. It became a routine. Our subconscious brain started to say, hey, wait a minute, this is the norm. This is what we do. This is the real thing. So now what happens is, remember I said earlier, the subconscious brain wants to stick with what is normal. So 3 years later, my friends are continuing to exercise. Why? Because now their subconscious brain has been programmed into accepting that exercising is the norm. So when they don't exercise, same with me. If I don't go to the gym, I don't exercise, I don't do something, some kind of a workout on a daily basis, then I feel like I'm missing something. It's like the Indians brushing their teeth. If you ask Indians, will you wake up in the morning and go and start talking to people without brushing your teeth? And every one of the 1.25 billion people in India will say, I can't even think of it. When I wake up, whether you're a rich man or a poor person, first thing people in India do, they wake up and they start brushing their teeth. Why? It's a habit. It's been ingrained in them. But you come to the Western world and nobody brushes their teeth when they wake up until they're done with their eating and breakfast. And before going out, that's when they brush their teeth. That has become the norm. Okay, a little thing happened with me when, something regarding a cold. Okay, it's been years that I haven't gotten a cough or a cold or been sick. And one of the keys, you might say, one of the reasons I stay healthy, because I've convinced my mind, I've convinced my subconscious brain that I am going to stay healthy. See, the Bible has promised us, that by the stripes of Jesus, Isaiah 53:7, by the stripes of Jesus, we are healed. What it means is all your sicknesses, all the sicknesses that you have and are going to come across your path, all the price of all that sickness has been taken on by Jesus. It's like saying, a fine. If you're driving in India without a helmet and the police stops you and gives you a fine, and you don't have the money, but a friend of yours passing by says, hey, Joachim, what's going on? Why is the police hassling you? And I say, well, I just didn't have the helmet on my head, driving my motorbike. The guy's given me a fine, I don't have money to pay for it. And my friend says, Joachim, not to worry, I will pay the fine. So he, the policeman, in India they call it challan. He looks at the challan, 300 rupees, he pays the fine. Policeman is smiling, I'm smiling, end of story. Question now I want to ask. Is the policeman going to ask me, Joachim, can you pay the fine again? What would I say? Of course not. My friend has already paid it. I wouldn't even think of paying the fine again because the fine has been paid for. Right? So with that understanding of Isaiah 53:7, where it says that his body, whose body? Jesus' body was broken for our healing, and by his stripes we are healed. Once I learned to appropriate it, once I learned to believe that my sickness was taken on the cross, on Jesus' body when he died, when he was crucified, that I don't need to worry about it anymore. Once I can convince my subconscious that that is the norm, I will always stay healthy because my subconscious has actual creative power. It's really cool. Your subconscious, my subconscious, is connected to God, is connected to the universe, and it has actual creative power. Give you an example. After many years of being healthy, there came a time, I think it was last year, I hadn't slept. I was busy with my calendar business. So I was sleeping just a couple, 2-3 hours at night, working the whole day through. Now what happens? There are laws. What happens when your immunity goes down if you're not sleeping? Yes, you catch a cough, you catch a cold because your body is succumbing to the sickness. So after a long stretch of not sleeping and abusing my body, I woke up one morning and it was like my eyes were watering, my nose was running, and I was like, oh no, after all this time now, it looks like I'm getting a cold. And I was like, I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it. I'm not accepting it. Then, if I remember right, my wife was on the phone and saying that, hey, you don't sound right. You must be getting a cold. And I was like, no, I'm not getting a cold. And next thing, my dear wife was advising me, just admit you have a cold and go get yourself some hot lemon drink, some ginger drink, hot lemon tea, and don't go out anywhere. Just stay at home and rest. Okay, now here's the neat thing. I had two choices. I could believe that I'm sick, follow my wife's advice, and go make myself a hot lemon drink. Now this is the key. The Bible says in Mark 11:24, whatever things you're praying for, when you pray, believe that you received it and you shall have it. Believe that you received it and you shall have it. That means when your subconscious mind believes, comes to the point, actually believes in a certain reality, that becomes your reality. So I was sitting there in bed, feeling lousy, feeling miserable, and thinking, okay, if I believe I'm sick, what am I going to do? I'm going to go and make myself a hot lemon drink. What's going to happen to me? I will be sick, right? I will succumb to the cough and the cold. I will be sick. But what if I can believe that I'm healthy? What would I do? And I was like, okay, if I really believe that I'm healthy, what am I going to do? I'm going to go to the gym. In the morning, that's my routine. So I decided, irrespective of how I felt, I decided I'm going to drag myself out of bed, and I'm going to go to the gym and exercise as though I am healthy. I wanted to tell my subconscious mind that this body is not sick. This body is healthy. Does that make sense? Okay. So I got dressed, dragged myself up to the gym. My eyes were still watering, my nose was still running. And I met my gym guy, his name is Vijesh. I come in, gym door, he says, sir, to acha nahi dikhta hai. In English, so you don't look good. What he was trying to tell me was, you look sick. And I was like, no, I'm perfectly okay. I didn't feel perfectly okay. I was just saying to myself, I was confessing. There's something about the power of confessing. You say it, you say it, you say it till you believe it. And once your subconscious brain believes it, that becomes your reality. So I went onto the treadmill, started, turned the meters on, started walking slowly, slowly increasing my pace till I started sweating, forced myself to start jogging, and I finished my half hour, 45-minute workout. I can't remember how long it was. And suddenly I noticed, hey, the cold is gone. My eyes are not watering anymore. I'm healed. Now what healed me? What healed me? It's my belief that I am healthy. Okay? See, the whole thing is, I took off, my goal was, I have to program my subconscious brain into believing that this outside body is healthy. I didn't feel healthy. I didn't look healthy. I was not healthy. My eyes were watering. My nose was running. I was not healthy. I was not feeling healthy. But as I started confessing, yes, I'm healthy, as I started doing the actions that went with my confession. What was my action? I had two choices. I could take the hot lemon drink and be sick, or I could go to the gym and act as though I'm healthy, so much so that even my subconscious brain would believe that the body was healthy. As the action progressed, I think the subconscious brain, which I said is connected to God, connected to the universe, which has creative power, bang, starts creating. And before I know it, the cold is gone, cough has disappeared, I'm back to normal. So here's a cue. You can create your own destiny. You can create your future. A lot of people say, if I ask a normal person, who's in charge of your destiny? A lot of people will say, well, God. Who decides your future? God. No, God doesn't decide your future. God has decided the best possible future for you and for me. He says in Ephesians 1:3 that everything that is good for you, all those spiritual riches, have been deposited